under the dash.
Yeah.
So like we had to make glove boxes, and we got all of our Holley stuff in there, the air, master cylinder, and then we went back and built plates to go under it to hide all the wiring. And then all the air hoses, of course, are extremely ugly, so we've built panels to go over all the air, and everything is like it's like a doggone, I don't know, it's like a big puzzle. So this has probably been the hardest car I've ever done.
Really?
Yeah, it's just been very, everything's tedious and you have to really think it out. Anybody can put one together, but making it, you know, go together and come apart is the hard part.
You think about how many one-off pieces there are throughout the car,
Yeah.
right? Where, like you said, the exhaust, the exit, the wheels,
So
all this.
It's crazy because we ended up we have 3 floorboards in this car, which, you know, why would it have 3 floorboards? But basically it has one that you put your feet on, one that protects the heat off of you, and then one that's going to be a skid plate, basically, that the exhaust is all wrapped around. So this car has been I don't want to say a nightmare, but it's been my biggest challenge of cars I've ever done.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 2 glove boxes, luckily. We're going to have a fuse panel here, which all that'll go around and all that, but we've just been challenged trying to hide all this stuff, which Gil a lot of times hides it for us, but
Right.
I was trying to get this one to where I could paint a lot of it too. We've just picked a bunch of parts out of a bunch of different cars too. I don't really know what the dash is out of. I think it's a 34 Chrysler.
Mm-hmm.
Look how they had so many different, you know, PEs, PCs, and PAs. I don't even know all
Did they redo the gauge cluster?
I haven't yet. So I was waiting to see how much room I was going to have with everything before I went. I didn't want to go send off all this stuff, and I've got all these computers I have to pack in here, and wiring, and all this extra stuff. You know, if it was carbureted, you know, you got one wire to run the motor, and then you got your lights. You know, but since this thing's fuel injected, and
I like the little switch panel below and everything too.
I've got the little ashtray and stuff.
Yeah, how it's all built in.
This will end up getting painted, and this will be kind of brushed, so it'll be like black and brushed.
You gonna run those valve covers or do anything on top of the valve covers?
We're gonna hopefully hide the coils. I really want this thing to, when the hood sides are on it and all the hoods on it, I really want it to, you're not gonna see a lot of the motor.
Right.
I kind of want it to look more like a vintage 60s.
Does it have a hood top?
It does. It has a whole top. And,
So really you just see injection.
Yeah. So the whole top will have to be set off. I didn't make it where go that way because you'd have, there's no way really, unless you maybe butterflied it, and you might could. But we've got stationary sides, and then we'll have a hood that will come off. But hopefully when you take it to a show or something, you just pull the whole
Now you
hood.
guys build your own chassis?
Yeah, we do our own chassis. We've done all the sheet metal on this thing. We do all the hood. We've made firewalls. I mean, we do.
So really the only thing you guys don't do is
Cut the
interior
glass and interior.
glass. Okay.
I don't cut the glass and I don't do interior.
Okay. Well, I've been following your guys' shop for the past several years. I think we ran with you guys maybe 1 year for a Hot Rod of the Year. You guys had a black one or something.
Oh yeah. I had a transmission bearing go out in the front.
Yeah.
That was the only part on that car that was used.
Yeah.
The only part. That's funny. It was like a low mileage S10 transmission, and the man said, "Hey, I got this transmission," and I was like, "Heck yeah!" So we put it in there, and I would never dream that a flathead would ever a bearing go bad.
Right.
But it ended up getting a brand new, and so the car was brand new after that. But stuff happens. That's the cool thing about hot rods.
Right.
You know, that's the adventure. You can do the work on my car because it's so tight, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Pretty good.
It's crazy because I went to Jesse's, and Jesse's shop is so perfect, you know, it's
Yeah.
white floors and everything.
Yeah.
And I go in there and I got my crayon with me and a piece of paper, and I draw out these wheels for him. And I went in and I had 2 other wheels. I actually took a Defco wheel with me and a 36 wheel, and I set them down. And I was like, so what I want to do is make these 2 look like this, you know. And I thought, he's never gonna know what the heck I'm talking about, you know. I look at my email and I'm like, holy crap, man, he's already got these already drawn up.
Yeah.
Which he's got some guys up there that's really crazy on computers.
They do some.
But here's what he sent me that night, and it wasn't about 2.5 hours later. That's exactly what I told him I wanted. I wanted them black.
So we're wrapping up today with Ricky Bobby's Rod Shop, but how can they find the shop? Give us your Instagram, and we're gonna tag this in the video so you'll see it, but what's your Instagram?
It's just Ricky Bobby's Rod Shop.
So they can find you, and we'll put your Facebook page where they can see some more content, but give them a call if you want to build an awesome ride. You guys have some great work here, but thanks for giving us a tour today. And anything else to add?
Not much.
You'll see it in the video, but thanks again, Ricky. Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah.